In a fog-kissed mountain town stood a small workshop where children learned different crafts: carving, weaving, metalwork, and painting. Among them was a quiet boy named Rowan. He wasn't lazy or careless, he simply couldn't get his hands to obey his mind. When others carved smooth wooden birds, Rowan's attempts always splintered or snapped. When they painted neat patterns, his brush left shaky lines and messy colors. The other children noticed. "Why are your hands so clumsy?" they teased. "Maybe tools just hate you." Rowan never argued. He simply tucked his trembling hands into his pockets and pretended not to care. Their instructor, Master Corin, tried guiding him gently, holding his hand, correcting his grip, showing him strokes slowly. But Rowan still struggled. Each mistake felt heavier than the last, and soon Rowan began to wonder if he belonged there at all. Days passed, and Rowan's struggle only grew. No matter how hard he tried, his carvings broke, his paintings smudged, and his hands shook whenever he picked up a tool. The other children finished their work proudly, while Rowan often sat staring at a piece of wood he couldn't shape. Master Corin watched him with concern. One evening, after the workshop closed, he called Rowan aside. His voice was gentle. "Rowan," he said, "maybe this place is too hard for you right now. Perhaps it's better if you go home for a while." Rowan felt the words like a heavy stone in his chest. He nodded quietly, unable to speak. As he walked home, his eyes filled with tears. He felt slow, he felt weak, and worst of all, he felt like everyone else was right about him. The mountain path seemed longer than ever before. On his way home, Rowan stopped near a small river. Beside it stood a flat rock with deep lines carved across its surface. Curious, he touched the marks. They were rough and strong, as if someone had carved them with a sharp tool. An old fisherman nearby noticed his confusion and walked closer. "You're wondering who made those marks?" he asked. Rowan nodded. "Yes. Did someone cut them?" The old man smiled. "No, child. The rope did." "The rope?" Rowan frowned. "But the rope is soft." "That's true," the man said. "But the rope pulls water buckets every single day. Bit by bit, over many years, the rope rubbed against the rock and left these deep lines." Rowan looked at the soft rope, then at the strong rock, and something clicked in his mind. If a simple rope can cut stone, he thought, maybe I can learn too, if I don't give up. That night, Rowan couldn't stop thinking about the rope and the rock. He lay awake for hours, staring at the ceiling. "If the rope can make marks by trying every day," he whispered, "then maybe I can learn if I keep trying too." The next morning, before the sun even rose, Rowan walked back to the workshop. Master Corin was surprised to see him. "Rowan, you came back?" Rowan nodded. "I want to try again. Even if I'm slow, I'll keep trying." Master Corin smiled kindly and opened the door. Day after day, Rowan practiced. His hands still shook. He still made mistakes. Sometimes the wood cracked, sometimes the paint smudged. But each time, Rowan took a deep breath and tried one more time. Slowly, very slowly, his lines became straighter. His carvings broke less. His hands began to listen to him. Tiny changes, but real changes. Weeks turned into months. Rowan still wasn't the fastest or the best, but he was no longer the boy who gave up easily. Every morning, he carried tools, swept the workshop, and then practiced his craft again and again. Other children began to notice the change. "He doesn't quit," one said softly. "He keeps trying, even when it's hard," said another. Some started helping him. Others simply watched with respect. A year passed. Rowan could now carve smooth wooden figures, paint neat patterns, and shape metal without fear. His hands were still not perfect, but they were steady and strong. The boy who once felt ashamed now stood tall, proud of every mistake he had overcome. In time, Rowan grew into a skilled craftsman. People from many towns came to see his work and learn from him. And Rowan always remembered the lesson that changed his life. Small effort, repeated every day, can shape even the hardest stone. If Rowan's story touched your heart, remember this: even small steps can lead to big changes. Share this video with someone who feels like giving up. Your simple act might give them the hope they need today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more uplifting stories that remind you to keep going one day at a time.